Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing today? We're trying a little bit of a mountain ride. We're just gonna kind of see how it goes and see. I don't know if the road's gonna be wet or icy or anything up here, so I'm just gonna kind of take it slow and not hit any gravel. So today I'm talking a little bit about something that you guys have seen from me a little bit in a few videos, and that is sort of my other passion, which is flying airplanes. I just figured I haven't really discussed it too much, but I figured I would because it's something I find interesting. Hopefully you guys kind of find interesting as well. And so I figured I'd talk about it because why not? And just kind of tell you guys how it works out in my life. So basically I've been flying for almost 4 years. Actually, been flying longer than I've been riding a motorcycle. Kind of. Now, there's a big asterisk to that. Now, basically, I've been flying for that long, but I haven't, sort of been officially doing it for that long. I have my best friend, actually, he's a pilot. I've been flying with him pretty much since he got his license, which was, like I said, about 4 years ago. Now, obviously, I haven't had my license like that. I've just been kind of flying with him for that long, and I've been flying plenty of time with him. And then, recently, actually, here in the fall, really, he had gotten his flight instructor rating and began to sort of officially teach me how to do it. So I was, starting to actually build hours and towards getting my license for real. Because like I said, I've been flying for 4 years, but until just recently had I actually been really doing it, like sort of officially, recognizably by the government. And so, in the fall, sort of in August, September, October, I was flying with my instructor very frequently, actually 2 or 3 times a week for an hour or two at a time. I was building hours really quickly, right? Which was great. I love flying. It's expensive. It's much more expensive than owning a motorcycle, but it's just the ultimate feeling. Now flying is, it's sort of similar to riding a motorcycle, right? Because, obviously not anywhere close really, but it's sort of a similar feeling, right? On a motorcycle, you're banking with the turns, you're leaning into the turns, you're doing all that, which is what you do in an airplane, right? So I would say that motorcycling is sort of the closest thing to flying on the ground, where obviously flying is in like a true 3D sort of, let's downshift for this. Flying is sort of in a 3D manner, right? It's not on the ground. So, I got off track. Where was I? Anyways, so yeah, I was flying a lot, several times a week until maybe October or so, mid-October, when my good friend, who's my flight instructor, went and got a job with an airline because he's like a real pilot, right? He's not just a for fun kind of pilot like me. He's like, that's his career. And so he had to go off and go flying for an airline, right? And he's been training and all that now and so forth. But So that kind of happened, and that hindered my flying a little bit, obviously. Now, I did end up switching to a new flight instructor. Now, and he's a guy that I'm good friends with. I've known him for a while. You know, I haven't. This is the first time I'd really gone flying with him, but which is fine. I knew him well. I knew he was a good pilot. He's been a certified flight instructor for years, etc. Right? And so started flying with him. That went for a few weeks, and that had sort of put me at the point where I was getting ready to solo flight on my own for the first time, you know, and which was really exciting. I was really excited to do that. I was doing the, you know, the pre-solo exams and really getting ready to do it. My visor's fogging up. I need to open up a vent. So all was good there, right? Until, as I mentioned in my explanation video recently, until everything went down at work, and obviously the flying kind of got put on pause for a little bit, because first of all, I just had to, because I had to leave town. I had to go to New York, I had to go to California, and all that. But also, life just got much more hectic to the point where there wasn't really room in my life for flying at that point. And at this point in time, God, guys, come on. At this point in time, it's sort of still on pause, right? It is because I just don't have the time to do it, sort of, you know, like I was. I was flying after work beforehand, and that worked fine, right? And it worked really well because from work to the airport that I flew out of was like a 10-minute drive, right? So after work, I would just hop on the bike and ride to the airport, fly for a couple hours, then go get dinner or go home, whatever it may be, right? But now, especially that I'm working from home, it doesn't work out so well. I can't just go to the airport after work, and unfortunately, it's going to be that same way sort of once I get the new office, right? Because once I get the new office that's further away from where I live, it's going to be a much longer commute, and also it's not going to be an easy sort of jaunt to the airport anymore like it was, and so we're gonna have to see. At this point in time, unfortunately, flying has gone on pause because it just doesn't fit into my schedule or my life at this point, you know, and which really sucks because I love doing it, and I still do it from time to time, just sort of recreationally when I have the opportunity to, right? When I have somebody to go fly with or whatever, but unfortunately, I haven't gotten to really go back into flying and doing lessons and building hours and everything, which kind of sucks because I spent all this time and money, you know, over those few months building hours and doing all that sort of stuff, but then now I'm having to stop, and you know, I'm gonna essentially, once I get the chance to sort of resume flying again, right, I'm gonna have to learn, or you know, sort of work my way back into being proficient at it again like I was, you know, and that's gonna suck because I'm gonna have to spend some money just to get back to the level that I'm at right now, you know. So I don't know, I'm really hoping that flying will return to my life soon, because it's something I love doing. It's my sort of my other passion for motorcycling, right? And so hopefully that'll come back soon. But yeah, I thought I'd just talk about it because I've had a few videos out there, but I've been fairly vague about it, and so here's just my video explaining it, and what it's like and how I do it and stuff. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to comment. I mean, it's definitely something I love to talk about. Obviously, I can sit and talk about motorcycling or cars all day, but I can also sit and talk about airplanes all day. I guess I'm just a big nerd for anything that has a combustion engine, right? If it has an engine in it, I'm excited. I love it. I'll talk about it all day. And so, yeah, feel free to talk to me about flying if you guys are interested in it as well, because it's a lot of fun.